Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Casual the Transformer Collector here, back with another Transformers unboxing slash review. Today's review is on Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy Jetfire. We have really cool artwork as always on the front here depicting Jetfire. We've got Omega Supreme down here. Other than the artwork on the package, we have ages 8+ in 3 different languages down at the bottom down here. We have Transformers going up the side, Generations logo, and Takara Tomy. Top of the box, Autobot symbol, Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy logo going on there. On the side of the box here, we have a picture of the Ark on its launching pad. And the other side of the box here, we have the typical artwork that we get with the Siege figures, showing the Ark launching from Cybertron with several Autobots and Decepticons fighting amongst, and Optimus Prime kind of overlooking the whole scene. Now, on the back of the package here, they're saying it's going to take about 36 steps to transform Jetfire from his robot to airplane mode and vice versa. Right here, they're showing he's got the battle armor. You can go for 1 or 2 looks with Jetfire. He's got a little face mask here to kind of make him look like the Robotech type G1 version. And then, I guess, standardly, he's going to be packaged kind of looking like the G1 cartoon. And this is a fantastic version of Jetfire. As far as depicting the G1 cartoon, this is like spot on. And I've got a feeling I'm really going to like this figure. Now down here they're showing the jet mode with all of this battle chest armor stuff connected up to the top there. And they're showing the little Jetfire effects that you can use on the weapons or on the thrusters on him in the jet mode. Alright, so since we took a look at the packaging, we're going to go ahead and bust this open and get to the good parts. Alright, so got this big guy out of the box, and immediately I am super happy that I picked this up. He's spot on with the G1 cartoon. I'm going to bring him up a little bit closer here to take a look at that head sculpt on this guy. That is just phenomenally done. It looks exactly like the G1 cartoon. Very cool looking. He has etchings throughout him, very vibrant white paint job, some red spots throughout, like on the legs and on the chest there. He's got real hard ratcheting joints since he's such a big guy to help him stand up and pose better. Now, he comes with a smorgasbord of weapons. First of all, he comes with these 2 little blasters here, typically going to be displayed on the arms, just like that. Of course, there are ports all over this guy, so wherever you can squeeze these in, it's your option. You got tons of weapons that come with him, so it's your option what you want to do with them. So those 2 blasters. Then we got the double-barreled rifle here that can be displayed in his hand like that. And if you don't like the double barrel version, you can split them apart here. So this little thing right here, you just fold that up and it's going to bring out the other tab that you can use if you want to have them with 2 different rifles. So just options with all these weapons. Alright, now he also has this little front armor here that you can add to the figure if you want to. Me personally, I'm not going to be doing that. I prefer to keep it looking like the G1 cartoon. So, but that is an option. You can pop that on the front there to be battle armor for him. Now, right underneath this little cover right here, you just flip it up. You get a whole nother faceplate for Jetfire. And just push it from the back and it's going to come out of that little housing. And then what you do is you take this little tab right here and it's going to push into the blue section on the front of Jetfire's face there. So if you want to, you can do like that and kind of shoot more for the G1 toy kind of look. The G1 toy was kind of like a Robotech-y type thing. So they included this face kind of as a way to pay homage to the original toy to kind of get closer to that. Now, I'm not really fond of this thing right here. Again, I'm shooting for the G1 cartoon kind of look. So, but it's nice that they included that so you can make it look more like the G1 toy. So we're going to pop that back into its little casing there and click it close. So that also comes with him. And then you get a couple of these smaller blasters here. You're going to get 2 of each of these blasters. You get some longer ones that look like this here, and then you get some shorter ones that just look like this. Usually you tab these to the wings or something like that to display onto the back, but they got the 5mm ports, so if you wanted to, you can put them in the hands too. So, and it looks like they also separate if you wanted to, for whatever reason. Maybe you can switch around stuff, I'm not sure, but that separates there. Alright, now, they also come with these little flares. You're going to get 2 sets of flare effect things here, and they're going to be multi-tiered flares like this. They just separate. There's one section right there, here's the other section, and then you have the middle section right here. Now you can use these combined to look like he's kind of doing a rapid fire blast, or you can use them individually if you wanted to with the weapons. So you can just tab them into the front like that if you wanted to, or you could have the whole range of effects coming out of it the same way, just plugging it into there. So it looked like a really big explosion, or maybe like boom, 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 like 3 shots being fired. So I'm a big fan of these little effects. They're really cool to add to the figures. Hell, if they sold these in packs for a couple of bucks, I'd buy the little effects standalone. So, but they're coming packaged with some of the Battle Masters and whatnot. But I like the effects. They're just kind of orange rubbery kind of material here, but they're really cool to add to the figures. All right, so since we covered all the weapons, we're gonna look at the figure himself. Figure again is very, very, very nice. One thing to note about him real quick, originally in the G1 cartoon he was introduced as basically kind of being a Decepticon. Him and Starscream were friends on Cybertron before the war jumped off between the Autobots and Decepticons. They were scouting for other habitable planets that had energy sources to kind of help out with Cybertron, and they, if memory serves me correct, they went to Earth, ran into a storm, Jetfire crashed in an icy region and kind of froze over. The Decepticons return to Earth later and they find him in the ice, thaw him out, charge him up, and enlist him as a Decepticon. Now the way you can do that, you just push real hard on one side of this little tab here and it'll flip around. So you can make Jetfire a Decepticon if you wanted to do so, to kind of pay homage to that episode. So, and it just rotates all the way around. So you just kind of real push hard on one of the sides and it'll kind of flip over and you pull it on the rest of the way. So that's a nice little feature they add with him. Arms are on really tight ratcheting joints. You hear them clicking about. You can get them over his head all the way and all the way back here. Then there's another shoulder ratcheting joint. You hear them just kind of clicking along there. So you can get some outward motion with the arm. Also going to have a swivel right there just before the elbow. And the elbow is also going to have a nice bend to it like that. Down at the, let's see, well the head here is going to spin all the way around. Going to be no problems rotating that. And then he does have a waist swivel. Not very much at all though, because this book bag is going to stop him from turning too far. But you can get a little swivel out of that waist. So I am happy to see that he has that. It's a very stiff waist joint, but nice to see that he had that, because looking at some of the first pictures, I wasn't sure if he was going to have any waist swivel at all. So that's a plus. Right now down here at the legs, ratcheting joints again, so you can get some nice kicks forward and backwards with this guy like that. Right after that ratcheting joint, they can also go out to the side. You got to kind of watch out, get these flares to the sides. Get some real wide split kicks out of him. And then he's also going to be able to rotate. This is like a multi-joint, so that'll also rotate just around at the hip there. And then down at the knees, he's got some nice ratchet joints for the knees too, so you get some good bends out of it. Now also, they have ankle tilt. Now the ankles, you're going to have to kind of pull on it a little bit. Mine was really tight to pop in there. but you just kind of pop it loose when he's in bot mode, and that's going to give you some ankle tilt with this guy. And the hands also rotate around too. I forgot to mention that. Another cool thing about the hands is that this when you pull the fingers down, the little port disappears in his hand. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. When you close it to wield a weapon, it pops out the little 5mm port there, and then if you open them, it kind of disappears. So not quite masterpiece hands, but those are definitely interesting. They did a good job with those. Very happy with the Jetfire purchase. He looks very cool. Alright, now to transform this guy, first thing we'll do is spin it around to the back here. We're going to go ahead and do the legs. You're just going to get the legs apart of here, and going to grab this little panel on the side here. There we go. You're going to open up that panel, bringing that out back there. You're going to repeat the process on the other leg. Just going to open up the panel. Then they're actually going to kind of collapse onto themselves. You got the little fold in here, if you could see. It's going to kind of wiggle up and fold onto itself right there, like that. Now, that other leg is going to do the same thing. It's just going to kind of come up onto itself like that. And then you get the tiny Jetfire. So, yeah. Just do that to get those panels. Then this backpack is going to come down here. And it's actually going to peg in and tab with the legs and everything here. Let's get that all together, I think. Yep. So there you go. Get these thrusters tabbed into those thrusters. Like that there. And it should all give a good squeeze, kind of. There you go. Now the feet, you're going to kind of fold this heel spur in and then fold the foot up like that. Then the wings here, wing is going to fold up like that. And then on the underside here, there's a little panel that's going to fold out there. And then you take this and fold it down. Now the wings also are going to come down like this. Then you're going to take this other one, flip it out, come around to the front here. That little panel here is going to flip out. Then you're going to flip this down, and that should all connect in there. You're going to take that wing also and just kind of pull it down here. It's going to go down to the bottom of the robot. Now with this face here, we're going to go, or the head rather, you're going to turn the head around, and the head is actually going to disappear into this little red backpack thing here. Those doors kind of open up when the head transforms. Now with these hands, open it up like that. Then the little pieces in the arm here. So you get that little piece out there, you're going to turn the arm, then the arm is actually going to kind of just push onto itself here like this, and you'll hear it click in like that. Then you're going to take this little side piece here, and it's just going to fold over like that. Repeat the process with the other hand. You're just going to make sure the hand is in the fist mode with the little port showing, and you're going to reach into the forearm to pull that little tab out there. Then we're going to turn the arm to the side again, and it's going to push up onto itself just like the other one did. And then this tab again is going to fold up right there. So you kind of end up at this point with the guy. All right, now you're going to open up these panels. You're going to flip them up out of the way. And then this is all going to come out of the center here. Now you're going to take the front of the jet here, and it's just going to come up and tab into this up here like that. And then we can move these panels back forward here now that this is up, and you bring that up, and then the head disappears into the backpack as I mentioned. Now these arms will fold into it here like this. I'm going to fold both of those arms into the under section of the jet here, just like that. You also want to fold these fists all the way in up here like that. Alright, so once you've reached this point, you're going to bring these down here. They're just going to turn to the side like that. And then they should come to the back of the jet here like that. It's just going to come right back here to the back. There's some tabs in the sides right here. It gets tricky. This is a big figure here. Those tabs are going to line up, and then there's also going to be some on the side of these panels here. It's kind of hard to line everything up here. So here is the jet mode, and it's hard to keep this guy in scale on the camera here. There's the jet mode for Jetfire, or Skyfire as called in the G1 cartoon. Now he's also got some landing gear underneath, and just keep popping it out, and or you just pull it out, there's going to be the landing gear there. And then down here, kind of like right about where his knees were, he's got some more little landing gears. You pop them out, and you should be able to stand it up on those. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to be able to put it down though, because he's so big and my camera is so close. And he's also got these little things right here. These are handles that you can use to actually, if you have him in the jet mode, another transformer can hang from these little handles right here, which is a cool little addition. And then there's another set of them here. Right at the waist section, you can just take these panels, flip them up, and then the way it works is you push it down forward to you, and you get that little peg right there that they can use to hold on to, or you could connect a weapon to it or whatever you want to do with that. So that's pretty neat. All kinds of little options with this guy. Alright, and in that jet mode now, you can take this little chest plate here. We're going to go ahead and get this kitted up together. You're just going to take these blasters right here. They're going to peg into those ports. So you get that kind of going on there. Then you're going to take this rifle with that peg pulled out there. And the rifle is actually going to kind of snap in. It lines up with these things here. So you get those tabbed into the sides of the rifle. Looks like these are also displayable here. Looks like they tab into the sides right here using the little outer fin tab right here. Look, right there on the side. Use that outer fin tab, and it's just going to line up right in there. So you do that, and it tabs in. Then you can take these guys and plug them into the sides of those weapons like that. So you end up with that little thing, and then you use the port, which is located right here on the back of the jet, and you just stick that gun thing into there. So now he has that massive battle accessory on the top there. And then you could use those flares if you wanted to make that pop out like that. Or you could use them on the back here. More preferably, this is probably the way that most people would use them if you got them in the jet mode. So you just kind of do like that. So it's like he's got jet exhaust coming off there. All right, and then the last thing that we'll talk about here, the canopy. We're going to pop that canopy, and then there's a piece inside here. A little rusty on the cartoons, but I think that was like the heart of Jetfire or something in one of the episodes. I can't remember. There's I think that's the heart of Jetfire, if you will. So, now if you pop that out, it looks like you'd be able to fit the little Titan Masters or whatever in the cockpit there. So that's pretty cool that they included all of that stuff, paying homage to the old cartoons. as well as being able to put a little Titan or something in there to pilot him. That's going to conclude my unboxing slash review for Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy Jetfire. If you guys liked the video, man, be sure to click the like button. Also, please leave me a comment. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any Transformer unboxings or cool videos in the very near future. With all that said, appreciate the view again, guys. The Casual Transformer Collector is out.